All right, hey guys, we're back. Hole number 9 here. Brand new, redesigned Milano Hole 4, par 5 from last time. And as you can see, if you haven't already, much different fairway off the first. Uh, very easy to get it to the second fairway now, which basically sets you up. They also, changed the distance between the second and third fairway on the right-hand side. So if you go the right method, which, you're never going to see me go the left method anymore, it's really putting yourself at a disadvantage if you go the old way. So, anytime that you can, wow, this guy laid up. What? That's the first time I've seen anybody do that all day. So it is very easy to get to the other side now, and kind of if you were to lay up like you just saw my opponent do, pretty much eliminates all possibility of being able to go to the right side. So you really do want to take advantage of this and go to the other side. Notice I took off some of my backspin for you guys. I'm going to try to play this more like in a Puck 5 here. And, kind of judge my, I went probably about 8 rings there. And just trying to judge my overpower based on how much, I want to keep it short. I don't want to get too aggressive. It really doesn't need it. You just need to put it out here and play somewhere. And you're going to be within max distance of a Guardian for the next shot on a layup. So you really just got to get it over there somewhere. About the worst thing you can do is lay up here. But, if you did, I would still recommend trying to thread that right side. I'm assuming with that tailwind, this guy could have. And it would have gave him maybe, a couple yards closer. Really playing this left fairway anymore really makes no sense because you're leaving yourself sniper distance, whereas if you go right now, it's almost a guaranteed short iron. So, there's no point of giving up 100 yards, for example. Not only that, the pin's a lot tighter now. So if we get a third win that's very challenging, my opponent will really have his hands full to try to bail himself out now. So what you're going to see me do is, this is the first time that I've tried to do this. I'm going to just get a little bit more aggressive and try to go over to the left here. I haven't really had many wins to even consider this possibility. But you can see what I'm doing, just kind of hopping it over here unintentionally, which is going to give me a much easier short iron shot because I'll be more towards min club as opposed to max club. So if I do get a tailwind, you can see with just some side spin that I can get it up here for a nice pitch and give ourselves a really good chance. And you can kind of see firsthand, this shot's nothing like it used to be. The green's much more narrow. You have to play it much more aggressively, and you can see kind of my opponent kind of setting up accordingly based off of that, which just makes the shot harder to execute. With some practice over there, surely you could pull it off. I'm a little worried that my opponent just underplayed that wind by judging how many rings. That 3-ring pull probably helped, but barely climbs up one to the top. So just something to keep in mind, because if you don't get up one there, you are going to be in the bunker. And he was within a yard of hitting that rough. So it's just something to think about, just to kind of ensure that you're playing safe. Here you can see, here's my min club. I'm a little bit more into that. And I'm going to try to play this off the fringe if I can. And problem is, you want to make sure that you're going in over adjustment. It's better to be safe here than sorry. Notice how I'm kind of predicting the way that the wind's going to play. But aside from that, I need to make sure that I do a little bit of an overcorrection just to be on the safe side. So you're going to see me play, right about 5 rings here. And like I said, just it's better to be safe than sorry. I did land, it looks like, just on the very tip of the green. It was just a little bit deep. just fractionally deep. If I would have just went, you know, just a mill of ring shorter, it would have been good, but it's just something that you want to be cautious of, because if you hit that front face too hard, for some reason, then it will run, especially with all the backspin I have, down into the sand. But you can see that, you know, the probability that I can make the shot versus my opponent, quite substantially different. So that's one of the biggest reasons that you want to essentially avoid the left altogether anymore. There's no reason to play it at all. And here with this hole, I am going to split this off, and I'll catch you guys in a second.